What's up guys, Kids with Kicks here and welcome to episode number 3 of this My Player series on FIFA 15. Today you can see we've been picked. We're going to begin with a game against Wickham. We're starting up front on our own as per usual in that 4-4-1-1 formation. And of course we're still looking for our first league win, even though we had some decent performances in the last episode and we got our first league goal as well. But we still didn't get the 3 points that we were looking for. We know it's going to be a tough season. We know we're not one of the better teams. But we just got to dig in and get some results. Obviously, the transfer window has passed. The August one, that is shut, that is finished. And we're sat 22nd in the table. But in terms of January, come January, we may look to get a loan move to another club or maybe even leave on a permanent. We will have to see how the season goes. You can see here that Wickham are going to be playing a back four and a holding midfielder as well. So it's going to be difficult for us as a lone striker to get in behind and drop off on the edge of the box because of that CDM. But we almost get off to a dream start. Straight from kickoff, direct, very direct. We get the ball back, hit a shot from distance, which forces a fantastic save from the goalkeeper. Nearly a goal inside the opening minute there, the opening couple of seconds of the game. But 25 minutes in, Wickham came forward. They put the ball into the area. We get it clear. And we did have a very, very positive start to this game, actually, both personally and as a team. We picked the ball up in the right-hand channel now. We cut inside past our man. We've got another one to beat. We avoid the challenge and continue going all the way. We're one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Could we finish it? Absolutely not. That was awful. Absolutely horrendous finish, which is a shame because it was a decent bit of play. But as you can see, Wickham on the ball again. Very careless in possession. And we work very hard to get it off them. We're going to create a chance for ourselves, something out of nothing. Could we finish this time? No, it was a fantastic piece of defending that denied us the opportunity there as they slid in on the last minute and blocked the shot. And we have an effort from distance here that was on target, and you just kind of got the feeling that it was going to be one of those days as we approach half-time here. We've had a lot of efforts on goal, a lot of chances. We played very well as a team, but yet to find the breakthrough. We do have that last chance there, as you can see, but the half does eventually draw to a close as Wickham escape without conceding a goal. Even though we deserved to be in front, it wasn't to be. So we're looking to continue a similar pattern in the second half, look to continue our dominance, and surely the breakthrough will come. But as the second half started, you can see Wickham started the brighter, put the ball into the back stick, and some fantastic defending, really committed defending keeps them out. But they come forward again and they play some really nice stuff, and they get the ball here with Murphy. He cuts back, feeds the ball inside to Wood, and what a finish that is. First time, despite the challenge of the defender, he remained composed, and with 20 minutes left, fired Wickham in front, which is completely against the run of play in terms of the whole game. So we were really disappointed with that, and that goal seemed to give them a bit of confidence as they came back at us again down the right-hand side. The cross came in. It was a fantastic volley from Wood, looking to add his second, but he couldn't get it on target. So time really running out for us to equalise. We pick the ball up here and have a shot from around 30 yards out. Beats the goalkeeper, and I thought it snuck its way into the bottom corner, but it wasn't to be. Wasn't far away though, but still no equaliser, still no joy. We are still behind. But you can see we continue to come forward deep into stoppage time now, and we very get level thanks to some fortunate circumstances. Would have been a fantastic own goal. Would have been a great finish to just lob his keeper from there, but it wasn't to be. So the corner is going to be the last chance of the game for us. The ball comes in, and a massive leap at the back stick from Jason Gilchrist, and we're back on level terms. We get an equaliser deep into injury time. What a leap, what a determined header that was into the bottom corner, and it looks as though we are going to escape this game with a point. You can see what it means to the bench as we avoid a defeat, and Wickham, you can see here, barely have the chance to kick off. As soon as they do, the final whistle does go. And we've grabbed a point out of this game. It's still disappointing because I feel as though we've done enough to win it. But when you're 1-0 down in stoppage time, you're going to take a point all day long. And that's what we've got, a 1-1 draw. We're going to have a look at our personal performance now. You can see we come out of that game with a 6.5 rating, which is above our objective, of course. We didn't get on the score sheet. We do want to add more goals to our game, obviously playing as a striker. That is what we're looking to do. But it was a decent performance and ahead of the objective, so that's the main thing. Second game of the episode, we've been selected again in the same formation, 4-4-1-1. We're away to Burton Albion, and of course playing as that lone striker again. We did alright in that last game in terms of creating chances for ourselves. I thought that was going to be a bit of a worry come the beginning of the season, as we're not particularly quick or strong yet, as our stats are increasing. But you can see after 8 games, it's just ourselves and Cambridge United that are yet to register a league win so far, 8 games into the season. And Burton Albion playing the same formation that we are, 4-4-1-1, so hopefully there'll be a bit more space for us in this game than there was against Wickham. We picked the ball up early on, about a quarter of an hour into the game, down the left-hand side. We cut inside into the box, avoiding the challenge. And how about that for a finish? We just smashed the ball past the goalkeeper. A couple of stats increased, as you can see in the top right corner there, as we beat the man off the dribble. But those travelling Accrington fans go ballistic. And that's a goal I'm really pleased with. Another chance that we pretty much created from ourselves. Although we were played down the left, we still had a lot to do. And as you can see, we've scored our second goal of the season. So after going behind, Burnley looked for an almost immediate response. They get the corner. It causes us a few problems. But luckily for us, the header was tame. And Davies is able to pounce on the loose ball. But half hour in, they come back at us once more. You can see some decent football. They create the chances themselves. And Stuart Bevan is denied thanks to some really committed defending. They throw themselves in front of the ball and deflect the ball over the bar. But again, causing us problems from a corner. The ball bounces around in the box. Keeper goes down. Defender goes down. God knows what's going on. But we eventually get it clear. But Burton, they come back at us. They were very persistent and they were far the better team in this first half. It takes another save from Davies. It was quite a simple save. The shot was straight at him. But it takes another save to keep us in front. But they are going to have another chance before half-time. A fantastic effort on the turn. Great save from Davies. And the header on the rebound does go over the bar. But the flag was up, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. But we escape the first half. We get to half-time in front, rather. I can't really speak there. And we're still leading 1-0 despite Burton's pressure. We move into the second half and we regain control of the game. You can see we've been played in down the left-hand side again. We cut back, play the ball inside. Some good football from us here. The ball is stood up to the back stick where Maguire is waiting, but he couldn't get the header on target. Gave us a chance to double our lead, but we couldn't quite take it. But time really running out for Burton now. You can see 7 minutes to go. And they were getting frustrated at their final ball. That is just one example of what was happening. They were finding space in between the lines, but their quality on the ball was not good. But you can see here, 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go, we were substituted to our surprise. I think that's due to a lack of energy and stamina rather than a poor performance, as we were creating chances. But we're going to have a look at the calendar and go back and see if we managed to register our first league win. And we did. At the 9th time of asking, you can see there, 1-0 win away at Burton, which is not an easy place to go and get a result. So I was really pleased with that. And with this news article, Kiz hailed as a game changer. You can see some great performances. The manager is saying that we're meeting the targets that he's asking of us. And they're very satisfied with the way we're playing, which is good. And to back that up, we have achieved our objectives that were set for those last 4 games, Shrewsbury, Bury, Wickham and Burton. We managed to get an average rating of 6.5. We scored 2 goals ahead of the one that they wanted and managed to meet the conversion rate. And you can see the objectives haven't really gone up. For the next 4 games, they want 1 goal, 1 assist, that 10% conversion rate again, and a minimum rating of just 6, which we think is very achievable. We'll be very, very disappointed if we're playing regularly and not achieving an average rating of 6. But you can see we're ready to jump into action of another league game now. We welcome Oxford United to Accrington, and it's going to be a tough one. Oxford are one of the bigger sides in this division, and you can see they're playing a 4-4-2. So again, if we can split the defence between the channels, that's where we seem to be having all of our success early on in our career, making those runs down the line, and hopefully we can get the service that we need in order to create a chance. We started the game very brightly indeed. You can see 8 minutes in we had an opportunity, but the connection on the shot was not good, and the keeper managed to gobble up the loose ball. But we're going to have a chance ourselves here on the edge of the box. We looked to finesse it, but the ball far too central, didn't get it accurately enough into the corner, and it was beaten away from the goalkeeper. But some very positive football here from us. The ball loops up in the air, the keeper is on the floor, but the header was unable to find the target. Surely would have put us 1-0 up, and you can see here we're in down the channel again. We cut inside onto our favoured right foot, avoid the challenge, have an effort on goal, which we were disappointed that the shot was so central. This time we went for power rather than placement, and again the keeper makes a save. But Oxford show a bit of their quality here, some really patient build-up, some short passing, and they managed to work an opening. It's Danny Hilton, the striker, who has a shot on the turn on the edge of the box, and that wasn't far away at all. The second half, unfortunately, was not as exciting as the first half. Hardly any action at all, but we were involved. A fantastic turn there. And we went to place the ball into that far corner, but unfortunately it was on our left foot. And that was pretty much the only chance of the half. So that game ended in a 0-0 draw. It's another draw for us. We seem to be becoming draw specialists. But we have a look at our personal performance. It's a 6.4 rating, which was not too bad. Ahead of objective, we didn't score didn't get on the score sheet. We would love to hit a real run of goal scoring form, being a striker, which would hopefully win us some games and push us up the table. But there were plenty of positives for sure. We are unbeaten, of course, in this episode, which is good. We're going to have a look at the league table, and you can see we make it onto that first screen. We are 18th, but 10 games in, we've registered just the one victory. But on a positive note, we've only had 2 defeats. 7 of the other remaining, well, the other 7 games ended in a draw. So we need to start turning those draws into wins if we're going to catapult ourselves up this league table. And that's going to bring this episode to a close, guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links are in the description, and we'll see you again next time.